For years, two popular hot drinks carried the label of being safe for diabetes, sold as everyday allies for your health. But new science has pulled back the curtain, revealing a side that no one expected. And it's not good news. What once felt comforting in your cup may actually be fueling the very spikes you've worked so hard to avoid. Stay close, because uncovering this truth could be the difference between steady sugar and hidden danger. When you wake up in the morning, it feels easy to grab a bowl of cereal and pour some milk on top. It's quick, it's simple, and for many years it was sold as a healthy start to the day. But here's the thing, sweetened cereals, even the ones that look like they're good for you, often bring more sugar than your body needs, and that can leave you feeling tired and achy later. Have you noticed your energy dropping fast after breakfast? That might be the cereal talking. These cereals can look so innocent with bright boxes and words like whole grain or fortified, but the hidden sugars can sneak up and cause problems with your blood sugar levels, leaving you with pain in your joints or even headaches later in the day. Many people I've spoken to have told me they thought they were making the right choice, but instead they were left feeling worse. Have you ever felt that way? If so, you're not alone, and I'd love for you to share the word breakfast in the comments so others know they're not the only ones. The tough part about sweetened cereals is that they don't keep you full. You eat them, and within an hour or two you're hungry again. That constant hunger can feel exhausting, especially if you're already dealing with the aches and stiffness that come with age. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. It never lasts. And isn't it frustrating to feel like you ate a meal, only to feel empty again so soon? Let me share a simple swap that can make mornings easier. Instead of sweetened cereals, try plain oatmeal with a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few fresh blueberries on top. This not only gives you a warm and comforting bowl, but also helps calm down that jittery feeling you can get from too much sugar. It's like wrapping yourself in a soft blanket. Steady, gentle, and lasting. Doesn't that sound better than a sugar crash? I've seen people who struggled with morning back pain notice a change just by switching their breakfast. That sugar spike and drop can tighten muscles and make the aches worse. With a slower, steadier meal, the body feels calmer and mornings become smoother. Can you imagine waking up and actually feeling? One tip I love sharing is to make a homemade cereal. You can take a handful of unsalted nuts, some rolled oats, and a few raisins, mix them together and pour milk on top. It's crunchy, it's tasty, and you know exactly what's in it. No surprises, no extra sugar hiding inside. And the best part, it helps with that knee and hip pain many older folks talk about, because you're not feeding the inflammation that sugar creates. Sometimes when you eat sweetened cereals, you'll notice your hands or feet swelling a bit more, or even your rings feeling tighter. That's your body holding on to water because of the sugar. It's a small sign, but it matters. Have you ever noticed that after a breakfast that seemed healthy? Write the word truth in the comments if you have, because your story might help someone else recognize what's happening in their own body. Think about those long mornings when you need steady energy, whether it's to go for a walk, do some gardening, or simply enjoy reading the newspaper. Sweetened cereals won't give you that. They give you a short spark and then leave you empty. But when you choose better options, your morning stretches longer and easier, without that dragging feeling. Isn't that the kind of morning you want? Here's a little recipe idea. Make overnight oats by soaking oats in milk overnight in the fridge. In the morning, add a slice of apple or a spoon of peanut butter. It's creamy, filling, and way better than any box of cereal. Plus, it helps calm down that shoulder stiffness that sometimes shows up when sugar is too high. A calm body starts with a calm breakfast. Sugar in cereals also has a sneaky way of affecting your mood. Have you noticed being more irritable or anxious after eating something sweet first thing in the morning? That's not you. It's the sugar roller coaster. A steadier choice means steadier emotions, which makes life smoother not just for you but for the people around you too. Another hidden problem with sweetened cereals is how they affect sleep. You might not connect the two, but if you start your day with sugar spikes, your body can still feel the ripple at night. That restless feeling when you're trying to fall asleep might be tied back to your morning bowl. Isn't it interesting how one small choice in the morning can touch the whole day? If you've ever opened the cupboard and felt confused, staring at the boxes and wondering what's safe and what isn't, you're not alone. It's overwhelming sometimes, but you don't have to let those bright boxes trick you anymore. Choosing something simple and real can free you from that constant question. Doesn't peace of mind sound good? One more tip is to prepare a little jar of nuts, seeds, and unsweetened coconut flakes to keep handy. When you want something crunchy, grab that instead of pouring cereal. It satisfies the same craving, but without the sugar storm. And your joints, your energy, and even your heart will thank you. Sweetened cereals may seem harmless, but the truth is, they can add to your pain, your tiredness, and even your daily frustrations. The good news is that once you know the truth, you can choose differently. A better morning is possible, and it starts with saying goodbye to that box of sugar disguised as health. It's still about enjoying your breakfast. It's just about choosing one that actually cares for your body the way you deserve. Now you can join our channel's exclusive group. As a super member, you get priority responses. I'm notified and reply to you first, but if I were you, I'd go further. As a loyal member, you also get early access to videos before anyone else. Stay one step ahead and enjoy exclusive content firsthand. Don't miss out. Click now and become a member. Many people see flavored yogurt as a smart choice, a small snack that seems safe and healthy. The package often says things like light or low fat, and it feels like you're doing something good for your body. But inside that cup hides more sugar than you expect, sometimes even more than a dessert. That sugar doesn't just sit quietly, it causes real changes in your body that you can feel. One of the first places sugar shows up is in your joints. You might notice your knees or hips aching a little more, or your hands feeling stiff when you try to open a jar. It's easy to blame age, but sometimes the food we eat is part of the problem. A flavored yogurt that looks harmless may actually be adding fuel to the pain. Doesn't it feel unfair when something sold as healthy makes life harder? Another effect is on your energy. At first you feel fine, even comforted by the creamy taste. But soon after, you feel heavy, tired, and ready to sit down instead of doing what you love. That sugar spike and crash can steal your day away. Have you noticed afternoons where you just can't keep your eyes open? Sometimes the snack you trusted is the reason. Sleep can also take a hit. You might not think of yogurt affecting your nights, but when sugar runs wild in your system, your body struggles to rest. Tossing and turning or waking up too early could be linked back to what you ate hours before. Imagine how much better sleep could be if you replace that sweetened yogurt with something steady and calm. The packaging makes it tricky. Bright colors, fruits on the label, and words like fortified or wholesome pull you in. But the real story is written in tiny letters on the back, hidden sugar waiting to cause discomfort. It almost feels like a trick, doesn't it? Have you ever been surprised after reading what's really in your food? Write the word truth in the comments if you have, because your voice might help someone else notice. A better choice is plain yogurt. At first it may taste less exciting, but that's where you get creative. Add fresh fruit, like blueberries, or even a sprinkle of cinnamon. Suddenly, you have a snack that is not only tasty, but also kind to your body. It's like taking back control, choosing sweetness that nature intended, not sugar poured in at a factory. Your body will thank you with less swelling. Some people notice their shoes feel looser, or their rings slide on easier once they step away from flavored yogurt. That's not magic. It's your body releasing the extra water it was holding onto. Small changes in food can lead to big changes in comfort. Have you ever noticed that difference when you cut back on sweets? Another idea is to mix plain yogurt with a spoon of chopped apple and some walnuts. It's crunchy, creamy, and filling all at once. More importantly, it keeps your hunger away for longer. Instead of being hungry an hour later, you feel steady through the afternoon. Isn't that the kind of snack you want? One that actually carries you through your day? Pain in the lower back is another struggle many face, and sugar often makes it worse. Flavored yogurt might be sneaky in adding to that pain. When your blood sugar spikes, it can tighten muscles and make every bend or stretch more uncomfortable. Imagine easing that tension just by changing one small snack in your routine. There's also the emotional side. Sugar highs and lows can make your mood swing. One moment you feel fine, and the next you're anxious or irritable without knowing why. It's not just life, it's what's on your spoon. A calmer choice means a calmer mind, which helps you enjoy the people and moments that matter most. Think of mornings. If you start your day with flavored yogurt, you may set yourself up for that roller coaster. But starting with plain yogurt, oats, or even eggs can make your whole day smoother. Isn't it amazing how one choice can shape hours of your life? Wouldn't it be better to start steady instead of shaky? Some people think fruit on the bottom yogurts are better, but those are loaded with syrup. What looks like fruit is often sugar disguised. You can do better by adding your own fresh slice of peach or a handful of berries. That way, you taste the sweetness, but without the crash that follows. Doesn't fresh always feel better than fake? I've seen people with arthritis notice less stiffness after switching away from flavored yogurts. That little bit of sugar makes inflammation worse, feeding the fire of joint pain. When they stopped, mornings became easier, hands opened wider, and walking felt smoother. Wouldn't you want that for yourself too? Another recipe you can try is blending plain yogurt with half a banana and a sprinkle of cinnamon. It makes a creamy, sweet snack that feels like a treat without hurting your body. This is a small swap, but one that makes your day lighter. Have you ever tried making your own mix at home? Share your idea in the comments. You never know who it might inspire. Sometimes we eat out of habit, not hunger. That small cup of flavored yogurt after dinner feels comforting, but it may be the reason your knees ache while you're trying to watch TV. Habits can be strong, but they can also be changed with simple swaps. Isn't your comfort worth the switch? Many seniors worry about brittle bones, and they look to yogurt for calcium. While yogurt is good for that, the flavored ones cancel out the benefit with sugar. You don't have to give up yogurt. You just need to choose the one that actually helps instead of hurts. Plain, unsweetened yogurt is the real friend here. The body talks to us in small ways. A headache, swelling in the fingers, or restless sleep can all be signs of too much sugar. Flavored yogurt may seem small, but those little cups add up. Have you ever had a moment when your body told you something wasn't right? Listening closely can change everything. Here's another helpful tip. Prepare jars of plain yogurt ahead of time with fresh fruit. Keep them in your fridge, so when you're hungry, you reach for something real. This way, you're not tempted by the store-bought flavored kind. It's like giving yourself a gift of peace every time you open the fridge. Sometimes the hardest part is letting go of the comfort you thought was helping you. But what if real comfort comes from waking up with less pain, walking with more ease, and sleeping more soundly? Flavored yogurt may promise sweetness, but true comfort is living your day without aches and crashes. Life is too short to let hidden sugar steal your energy. By choosing natural options, you give yourself the strength to enjoy time with family, take walks outside, and laugh without feeling weighed down. Isn't that the life you want? Lighter, steadier, and more joyful. The truth is, flavored yogurt is not the friend it pretends to be. Once you uncover that, you have the power to choose differently, and every small choice builds into better days. A spoonful of sugar might seem small, but over time, it shapes how you feel, move, and live. Your story matters too. Have you ever replaced a flavored snack with something natural and noticed a change? Share it in the comments, because your words could be the encouragement someone else needs. Here, your voice is heard, and one word from you can change another person's path. In the end, flavored yogurt teaches us a lesson. Not everything sold as healthy truly is, but knowledge is power. And when you know better, you can choose better, one spoon at a time. This is still yogurt, creamy and familiar, but now you know the truth behind the sweetened version. The choice is yours, and it can make your days lighter, calmer, and more comfortable. That's the kind of change worth making. You've just seen how something as simple as flavored yogurt can look healthy on the outside, but quietly bring pain and tiredness into your day. And we already talked about cereals, another healthy choice that wasn't what it seemed. This is why paying attention matters, because what you eat shapes how you move, how you sleep, and how you feel each morning. But here's the part you can't miss. I'm leaving a video on the screen right now that dives even deeper into how to eat better with diabetes. Inside that video are small everyday choices that most people never hear about, yet they can change your life. If you skip it, you might never know the little habits that make the biggest difference. Imagine walking through your day without the sugar crashes, without the restless nights, and with more steady energy to do what you love. That's what's waiting for you in that next video. I don't want you to miss this, because if you do, you'll miss out on the exact steps that could finally bring relief to the struggles you've been carrying for years. Click it now and take that next step toward comfort and control. See you there.